Okay. So, yes, Travis does die. Rift Bolt did deal 3 damage. There's Rift Bolt, just so everyone's aware. Rift Bolt, 2 in a red, deal 3 damage to creature or player, or you can suspend it for red with 1 counter on it to deal 3 damage the next turn. But he had enough mana to just cast the spell and end the game. So, all right, so that is going to be round 2 going in the favor of our burn player. We're going to set up things for round 3. I'm not going to leave just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to look at some spoilers from the new set. So let's pull up some cards. There's a bunch of stuff spoiled today I actually haven't seen, so we'll have a look at that stuff. Quickly, here was to say, also don't be surprised when everything you say. I forget something you said earlier. Don't understand at all what you're saying, but I won't lie. For me, you're talking a bit too fast for me, but I guess I'll have to doubt myself because most guys I could run this journey where I live and others as well. So yeah, yeah. Acid, I just talk really fast. I've always talked really fast, so I'll try to slow myself down if I can. Again, if you have questions to ask, feel free to ask those questions. I have absolutely no problem answering them, even if it's the same question over and over again. Not a problem. That deck should never lose to burn. That seems impossible. I like that. I don't think that's correct at all. I feel like that. I don't know if it's necessarily advantaged, but like I don't know. All right, let's look at some cards here. What do we got? What's new? What's new? What's new? I have no idea what's new. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me just quickly reposition my thing here. Get a better view of that card. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Well, no, because the walls he had a wall of roots. He didn't have wall of omens. That's wall of roots is the one that makes mana. Yeah. When Awakening comes Avatar into the battlefield, if you cast from your hand, destroy all non-dinosaur creatures. Interesting. Okay. 8 mana though is a big investment, and it's a 7/7, which that's all it does. I mean, it's good, but I don't know. Maybe it gets played in like a control shell, but I don't know. No, it's not. That's not the right one. No. Let's see. Let's look at newest spoilers. Hold on. What do we have? Okay, so I heard about this though. Spell Pierce. That is a huge reprint for Standard. There's a couple that I did hear about today that I'm really excited about. So, Spell Pierce I think is an awesome reprint. I think this is gonna help control decks for sure. It'll also help tempo decks and the blue tempo aggressive decks, giving them a way to kind of stop Wrath of God effects. I think this is a great inclusion in the set. I think it'll be a lot. It'll do good things in Standard for sure. So I'm very happy about that spell. Nothing more to say about that. What is this? So this thing is called Twilight Skywalker. Okay, single white for a 1/1 vampire cleric with flying. Target attacking white and tap it. Target attacking vampire gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Sure. Is the black-green deck good? Depends what black-green deck you're talking about, and in terms of strengths and weaknesses, it can kind of depend. There really isn't a strength or weakness. The archetypes are more important. So there's 3 main archetypes to kind of look at: control, combo, and aggro. A very, very loose basis. Control loses to aggro. Aggro loses to combo. Combo loses to control. It's very, very loose to think of it that way, but that's kind of the way people look at it sometimes. The reason being is aggro is faster than control. Control can control combo decks, stops all the combo cards that matter, but combo is too fast for aggro. That's the difference. That's kind of the way I look at it. The individual colors, they can all fight things pretty well. I wouldn't really say that colors have an individual weakness or strength. Some colors are better at doing different things than other colors are. Blue is very good at countering spells and drawing cards. Red is very good at having damage go directly to players or creatures. Black is very good at getting rid of resources like your hand and that kind of stuff. It's also good at killing creatures without any restrictions sometimes. White's really good at exiling things and also gaining life, of course. And green is really good at having big creatures and accelerating its mana very quickly. So, why don't you change red, blue, black, and green, white. The free decks are good to learn with. But I wouldn't, like, they're not built to be competitive or played out of the box. They're meant to be played against each other for sure. That's about it, though. Regisaur Alpha, 3 red, green. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. When it enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur token with trample. It's a 4/4 for 5. That gives your other dinosaurs haste, and you get a 3/3 that comes into play, which has haste thanks to it, and it has trample. This card's good. If there's any sort of red-green aggro deck, this is going to be in there. Yeah. I know I'm building a dinosaur deck for my girlfriend, so... All right, this card, super excited for, and not just for Standard, but for Modern as well. Opt blue, scry 1, draw a card, instant speed. This card is insane for Modern. Standard is going to get played, but Modern, this card's great for. And I do like this little joke there in the flavor text. It's easy to anticipate Captain Storm's orders. Take the more dangerous route. It's going to get played in Storm. That's the joke. Is it true you have to buy... You don't have to. That's just standard format, Acid. So Standard has a rotation setup. If you look up the standard format for Magic, it'll explain how the rotation format works. But yes, every year there is a rotation where some cards will rotate out. We're actually coming up to it very soon, in fact. This month, in fact. So... Slice in Twain, 2 green, instant destroy target. Yeah, it's a reprint. This card, it's a draft card. I don't think it even really saw play in decks before, in sideboards, that kind of stuff. But Duress, another good reprint here. I do like that art, and I do like the flavor text as well. I saw this one earlier as well. Again, it'll see play in Standard for sure. It always has. It still will, I feel. Stormfleet Aerialist, 1 in a blue. When it enters the battlefield, flying, and if you have raid, it gets to come with a +1/+1 counter on it. So a 2/3 flyer for 2 mana if you had a 1/1 or a 1-drop. So Standard is meant to be a constantly rotating format, so it has a rotation cycle built into it once every year. So every September. 4 in a red, raid. If you attack creatures this turn, target opponent's sacrifice is a permanent. That's not great. That's gonna be something that gets played in draft maybe, but even that won't be that great. Favorable wins, 1 in a blue, another reprint. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. So if there is like a flying type deck, this could see play. I know spirits are gonna rotate, which is a little rough because you lose all of the Eldritch Moon and Shadow Spirits the rotation this month, but if there's a new flying deck, maybe this will be good. I don't know. It seems like a draft card again to me, though. Let's look at yesterday's. We got Savage Stomp, 2 in a green. Costs 2 less to cast. If it targets a dinosaur you control, put a counter on a creature you control, then creature fights a creature you don't control. So green, give us something like a counter and fight. That seems pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised that if dinosaurs are a thing, that could be very well played. Red, when it enters the battlefield, you get a treasure. Sure. It's not great, but sure. Draft card. Why not? Whoops. What's next? Oh, yeah, I saw this on Facebook. So, 7 mana, target player draws 7 cards. Sure. I don't know. No. Pirate's Cutlass, 3 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, attached to target pirate you control. +2/+1. It's a draft card again, sure. The new flip cards are pretty cool, I will say. So Conqueror's Galleon. When it attacks, exile into combat, return it to the battlefield, transform under your control. Crew 4 for a 2/10 is huge. Conqueror's Foothold, which it transforms into. So it adds colorless mana, of course, or 2 and tap it, draw and discard. 4 and tap it, draw. 6 and tap it, return a card, regrowth. Yeah, the 6 mana regrowth is a little expensive, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, in some way. The loot seems more impressive to me in an actual shell. Thematic Compass, 2 mana artifact, 3 in tap, search level for basic land reveal, put into your hand. Beginning of hand, if you control 7 or more lands, transform into Spires of Orazka, untapped target attack. Oh, Maze of It, that's right, okay. I saw this one too. This one I could see seeing some play. It's a Maze of It that requires quite a bit of work, but in a control shell, I could see that being pretty decent. It guarantees your land drops, which is really nice, and it also eventually turns into a removal spell for a turn. Not really a removal spell, but like a blank thing. You just can't use them in... It's not every card acid, it's only the sets that rotate out. So, again, Standard is a rotating format. If you're looking for a format that does not rotate, Modern is the format to look at. That's what we're playing tonight, actually. So... Modern does not rotate ever. Modern is a set time frame from it starts and I think like 7 or something like that, and it goes forward. That's it. Why Standard rotates? That's what Wizards made. We don't have a choice. That's Wizards. It's their format. It's their game. They make the rules. That's it. But again, only certain. No, Modern's not classic. Modern just means that. Modern is a format in the middle where you play with 7th edition and everything after it. But again, there's no rotation to it, so whatever you buy, as long as it's legal in Modern now, it's going to stay that way unless they ban it. There is some ban cards in Modern. You could look that up as well online. But yes, Standard is a rotation. Yeah, exactly. Holler has a good answer there. So, whenever you control attacks, your opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Sure, it's a tribal card. Why not? Kite Sail, Freebooter. 1 in the black. When enters the battlefield, target removes hand. Choose non-creature, non-land. Exile it. So, Brain Maggot, Pirate. Okay. Tide Hollow, Sculler, Pirate. Sure. Whatever. Same thing. It's cool. What are you? 1 in a green. Whenever a creature you control explores, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and gain 3 life. Sure. I don't know how good Explore is going to be, but maybe. All right. We're going to take a little bit of a break there. Went over some cards there. I'm really excited about Opt. I'm excited about Spell Pierce. Going to be really, really cool, I think. It's going to be really cool. So let me just make sure this is still lined up properly. Sorry, I changed my screen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited about Opt. Really excited about Spell Pierce. I think it's gonna be a fun Standard format. I think this set will hopefully bring back a resurgence of Standard players as well. I think it'll be fun, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, guys, for about 10 minutes while this round finishes up. We'll come back with round 3 of 4. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Again, if you are watching and haven't followed yet, hit that follow button now, and I'll send you a 10% off discount code to top8gaming.com. 10% off all singles and sealed product at top8gaming.com. It's a great deal for you, and all you have to do is hit follow. So hit that follow button, guys, and I will send you that code right away. We'll take a bit of a break here. We'll come back, and we will have round 3. So stay tuned, guys. We'll see you shortly, and thank you for watching.